Good morning and welcome to P&B Morning Show, where politics meets business and the real issues take center stage. Today we are looking at two stories that define the state of the nation. The visit by the UK government officials at the ADC convention and the plan by terrorists to attack sensitive places in Abuja. Another development has further added color to the just concluded ADC convention. It is the presence of some UK officials, that has sparked up almost widespread debate on the significance of such visits, considering the fact that some members of the ruling party and the president visited the King of England just recently for a 2-day outing. So many, critics have raised concerns on what this gesture could possibly mean for the ADC and the ruling APC as well. Are we going to see, or are we seeing a turn in events as we journey towards the 2027 elections? Follow us as we dive into this issue deeply. At the same time, away from the foreigners' visits to the ADC convention, this time around, the terrorists are planning to launch another attack on some key government facilities in Abuja. Again, one begins to wonder what is truly going on. Are we likely going to see a repeat or experience a repeat of the UN building bombings, just like the days of the former president, Goodluck Jonathan? Okay, are the terrorists becoming more bolder? Or are they becoming bolder? What's going on? What's happening to our borders? What measures should be taken? Or what measures will government take to prevent this evil from happening? This morning, we connect the dots between leadership, accountability, and delivery, because in the end, governance is not just about winning elections, it's about making life better. Stay with us as we shall be back to look at what the newspapers have for us. I am Chidi Kenneth, and as usual and always, I have my colleague and co-host, Mr. Ibrahim Shaibu. A very good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, CK. How are you doing?
Well, I thank God for life. I'm alive today, and as you can see, I'm well. And you, how is your body?
I'm getting better. But from you now, I can see that they are fully ready for the weekend.
Yes, I'm fully ready for the weekend because today is Friday. Exactly. Each time we've, approach Friday, there's this excitement for me because the weekend is for me to rest and chill with my family and get to understand what's going on around my space.
Exactly.
All right. Before we go to the newspaper, and before we go on a break and then come back and then look at the radio at the newspaper and the headlines. The UK, 3 officials visited the ADC convention. Do you see? Does this send any signal?
Not necessarily, actually, because traditionally international missions are actually used to attending meetings of CSOs and political parties, just to show kind of not political support, but as a continuation of their activities within their host countries.
But we didn't. I don't think any newspaper captured if they visited that of APC, and that is why the media is trying to make it look like something that is serious, because we didn't hear or overheard any foreign bodies.
That is because actually, you see, today everything that the ADC does is a subject of discussion, attracts attention.
So as the only formidable opposition party now.
Exactly.
That is known to us. At least others, I don't know what's going on.
It's very clear as of now. The momentum, everything is showing to the ADC as the dominant political party.
So everything is news.
Exactly. Everything as regards them, everything is news now.
Okay. We also have the issues of a planned terrorist. The terrorists are now leaving Borno State, leaving Kogi State, leaving Niger State. They're not coming to Abuja.
No, they are not leaving Borno State. They are still in Borno State. They are still in those areas that they operate. But this particular one is a group, I think, a faction of the Boko Haram breakout that are always operating within these Kainji Lake areas. They have always been there. They were the ones that even tried to attack this Kuje prison. Yeah, some few months.
Oh, they're even attacked, not even trying to.
Exactly. So,
okay, well, let's hold on for now. So that we're going to dive into it later on. But for now, we're going to break. This is PMB Morning Show. My name is Tichidi Kenneth. We shall be going on a short break, and when we return, we'll go straight to the newspaper review. Stay tuned. Welcome back to PMB Morning Show here in the city of Abuja. My name is Tichidi Kenneth, and still have with me Mr. Ibrahim Shaibu. Mr. Ibrahim Shaibu, the newspapers review. Let's see what we have.
The dailies have for us today.
Let's see if the country
are we really prepared.
Yes.
Well, I hope we don't see any casualty or death again today, because like I always say, every day in one or two of Nigerian dailies must carry a report concerning death. And that has a lot of damage on our mental health.
Exactly. You know, every day you wake up, what greets you is just different kinds of killings here and there.
Bombings,
killing of officers who are trained to protect life and properties. Now we are seeing them being killed. Okay, let's see what we have for the first. That's so sad anyway.
You see,
Daily Sun, government abduct 14 UTME candidates in Benue. What's going on again?
Passengers also kidnapped in bus attack. That's just what we said. We even prayed that we hope we are not going to encounter such headlines this early this morning, but it has become part of us that every day we have to see, we have to have reports of this.
And the paper, the name of the paper is actually Daily
Pull it back a little bit of it.
Daily Sun. So what the Daily Sun of Daily Sun in Nigeria now is as soon as we wake up every morning. The sun rises
exactly.
The sun rises with bad, very disturbing information like this.
So you see,
government abducting 4 UTME.
These are young boys and girls, young Nigerians, probably teenagers, just going for their examination in preparation for them to find admission.
So what wrong did they do?
And now they are abducted.
What wrong?
No fault of theirs. Just because of the lackadaisical attitude of their government. Just because their government is unable to protect them.
You see what? You know what? I at this juncture as a journalist, I don't really know where to place my confidence in now, because we've seen the United States American soldiers coming into the country. As soon as they touch this ground, it's like everything escalated. So what is going on?
Exactly.
I don't understand what is really going on. And every day, almost 2 months now, we keep seeing adoptions, killings, and the rest of them. For some time now, we've had some break over the adoption of, school children. UTME candidates are school children.
School children.
I tell
you, between the ages of 17 to 21, most of them are
teenagers.
Teenagers, most of them. It's very sad. It's very sad, honestly speaking.
Honestly, it's very sad, and it's cause for serious worries. Well, now we are still, battling.
And beside those 14 UTME student candidates, there are also passengers kidnapped in a bus attack, which is a separate development entirely.
No, that is we have the UTME students separately.
Yes,
we have a bus attack again.
A bus being ambushed and then attacked.
Simultaneously,
the passengers were kidnapped. Exactly.
Only God knows how many Nigerians are in the bush now.
It happens every day. These are we only got to know the ones that are being reported on the newspapers. There are several others that are unreported cases. You understand? There are, in fact, the ones that are unreported by far outnumber the ones that are being reported. So you can't begin to imagine. And then politicians are leaders. I keep saying this, and I will never stop saying this until a situation is taken, until a stand is taken. The attention of our leaders today is more on their political
towards the 2027
election and re-election. The opposition trying to wiggle power out of the incumbent concentrating on emerging again to lead us. While people keep dying, military officers keep dying. You keep saying that you are earmarked trillions or hundreds of billions of naira.
Dollars.
But still, the military is ill-equipped to face this insurgency and banditry taking place all over the country. I say all over the country because at least more than half of the country is being involved.
And here we are hearing threats of possible attack in major facilities in Abuja,
the capital city, the federal capital of the country.
Are we likely going to see a repeat of what happened at the UN building?
Likely so.
I lost a friend. I lost a friend in that UN building. I lost a friend. It was in my former estate. Let's go back to the same news. Delison, can you zoom? Wike hits article below belt. What is Wike hitting article again?
He calls the ex-VP serial loser who will contest 2021 election. He calls the ex-vice president serial loser who will still contest for 2021. That is in case 2031. That is in case he fails this one. What Wike is saying, Atiku will still wait and then recontest in 2031. That is just
is Wike predicting the result already?
Possibly so. Possibly so.
Is he predicting the results?
Yeah, somewhat.
What is it about 2031? We have not even concluded 2030. Is he saying that 2027 is done and dusted?
Exactly. That you see, they keep making this kind of prediction.
Just a few days ago, Akpabio made another comment again saying that that insecurity is going to disappear after 2027 election.
Exposing themselves. I'm telling you. Because at least this statement alone shows that yes, there is something under the there's water under the bridge.
What?
VK hits Atiku below the belt.
Call him a serial loser.
Serial loser who will still contest 2021.
2031.
Which means 2027 has already been decided. That Atiku or any other candidate from any other opposition party will not win the election. Because
and what made him think
the winner has already been determined?
What made him think Atiku might even emerge as the flag bearer?
That is it again.
What does he know about what information does he have about the ADC would be a presidential flag bearer?
Maybe
does he know who is going to clinch the ticket of the ADC?
He may be referring to the ADC primaries. Maybe. That
has not even been organized?
Maybe that Atiku may clinch the ticket and then he will still lose.
You know, I read an article where Atiku was asked if Opitobi wins the ticket, what will happen? He said he's going to step aside.
He said it on several platforms, on several occasions, that this time around, he will support anybody who the party decide to pitch as presidential candidate, whether through
direct or
indirect primaries, whether through.
Let's still go back to the Daily Sun.
Yes.
Daily Sun.
Nigerian airline bleed, lost billions as birds strike ground aircraft, disrupt flight. Nigerian airlines bleed, lose billions as birds strike ground aircraft and disrupt flight. AIP's United Nigeria Airline was hit. FAN in talks with wildlife expert to tackle crisis. Okay. So birds are now becoming a threat to the aviation industry.
That's birds.
Yes, birds.
Yes. You know, the cockpit of the aircraft is a very sensitive place of the aircraft. The cockpit,
yes.
Yes. I was made to understand from one of the experts that very little things, very insignificant thing can crash a plane.
Wow.
Can crash a plane. But, you know, airline business is one business that entails ensures that you are extremely careful.
Definitely.
You know, and now we are seeing, zoom it a bit. Come on, zoom it a bit. Let's see. No, up, bring it down. Good. Okay. Nigeria Airlines bleed. Okay. What's making us bleed? Lose billions as birds
strikes ground aircraft. Thereby disrupting flights.
Birds. Why the airports? What are the birds doing there?
These are natural things. You can't control. Like in Israel, in one city in Israel, bees have been disturbing people all over the city for the past 2 days because the Israeli army bombed their honeycomb in Lebanon, and this is the biggest honeycomb center in the whole of Lebanon. So the bee migrated to
come and meet their attackers.
Exactly. So they couldn't allow them to sleep for past.
But is it
something natural?
Sometimes it's not natural. Because I know the part of this country where I have seen where I did my secondary school.
Exactly.
It happened. There's a place called Garam. It's a boundary between Niger State and FCT after Kuduru in Buhari Area Council.
Yes.
That was just Buhari where I did my secondary school. Where I see farmers, traditionalists, command bees to chase people.
Wow.
They do it.
Well, this one is because they were being pumped, so nobody.
So it's
a similar situation here.
Commanded bees, and I saw that. I don't know what powers I can call that. So, but this one, in the case of this one, I think just like you said, is an attack on the biggest sonic comb
in Lebanon.
Yes. Okay. Another rider there.
Yes. The camera is blocking me here.
Okay. Court orders arrest of what? Ex-humanitarian affairs minister. Court orders the arrest of ex-humanitarian minister. Okay. Who's the ex-humanitarian minister we're talking about? Sadia Farouk.
Sadia Farouk, yes. Former minister I think she started under Buhari.
Yes.
I remember, yes.
Okay. That should be arrested. Okay, let's see. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Any other thing? Fuel marketers. Okay. Deny what?
You can't see now because.
Please, can you bring it up a bit? The fuel marketers. Okay.
Fuel marketers deny charging airlines 3,300 naira for Jet AI. Fuel marketers deny charging airlines 3,300 naira for Jet AI. Promise price drop in coming weeks. So that explains why a lot of flights have been cancelled. Airline could not afford to buy air fuel.
So why are they making promises if they did not? If that you deny something and you are still making promises? Well, I don't understand the rationale behind that decision. Fuel marketers deny charging airlines 3,300 for Jet AI.
There might have been increase.
And they're promising them.
No, I think there's increase in price, but what they are saying now, the increase has not risen up to 3,300 as being reflected here, and even that low increase is going to come down in the coming weeks. That's what they are saying.
Okay.
Yes.
Then we increase it to 3,003. We're hearing all kinds of conspiracy theory out there. I was watching a video yesterday, which I was trying to find out how authentic that video is, where the Dangote said that every bag of cement that is sold, the government takes a 52 kobo for
which means
government, every 1 naira.
Government is earning more from his business than he is earning. Well, I saw this, and it's also a video. Since it is a video, I tried to find out whether that video is AI or not. But actually, the chances that it is genuine video is more than it is an AI. Yes, what? Because he's saying that indeed, if that is why we are buying cement at 12,200 now, because for every 1 kobo he generates, for every 1 naira he generates,
government
takes 52, which means he is making less than the government is making in his own personal business.
I hope that video. I hope that is AI. I hope that is not true. Because I was watching that video, though it doesn't look like AI, but allegedly.
Yeah, very soon we'll hear the truth, because there are what do you call them? Private investigators that will dig deeper, since already the information has come out. Some people will want to dig deeper to find out the truth.
That has come out within the public domain.
But if this is true, honestly, I think this huge taxation being imposed by government on Nigerian individuals, Nigerian citizens, and Nigerian communities is very, very, very harsh and disturbing. It's making life difficult for Nigerians, because how many people can afford to buy a bag of cement at 12,000 naira and still think of building their own houses?
And that will also lead to building of substandard houses.
If government,
because
exactly,
people will now want to compromise standards.
Yes, of course. Of course.
When you're supposed to maybe both 55 blocks per bag of cement,
or even go for
8 barrels per
lower
bag.
Quality.
Yes, that's what, for example, 7 barrels for a bag of cement. Some people, the nursing men or the engineers will now want to do 8-9 barrels for 1 bag of cement, producing very weak blocks.
Government should be making policies towards
building houses that will collapse in no distant time. Well, let's leave that.
Government should be making policies toward ameliorating people's suffering, not helping to worsen them. Court orders arrest of ex-humanitarian affairs minister.
There's this like that. Tinubu, I can't bow to opposition's intimidation. I can't bow to opposition's intimidation. Is the opposition intimidating Tinubu?
We don't know.
Hmm?
I can't figure it out because I can't see anything that shows any sign of intimidation. Rather, it is a position. Rather, it
No.
that is being
I agree with you here. At this juncture, I disagree.
Yes.
If APC government is not intimidated, then we have seen a lot of moves starting from the Electoral Act. We are supposed to be improving the Electoral Act, whether we are condescending back. We have seen a lot of policies, moves, and body languages that shows that something somewhere is happening. You know, the role of INEC over the other opposition party. So what is it? INEC even playing a role that is not their role?
So that is why I said it is the opposition party that is being intimidated, not the APC. Here it is Tinubu that is saying he cannot bow
to intimidation
coming from the opposition party. And then I am saying here that I have not seen any sign that the opposition parties are intimidating the ruling party.
And there is a sign.
Reverse is the case.
No, there is a sign.
Okay.
When you have the likes of Makinde and the Turaki faction of PDP going to align, making attempts to align with the ADC, we have all the political big names.
That is their fundamental civil right.
If you have,
you have right in any political party,
in an office where you have 25 people,
yes,
and there are 10 very, very vocal and strong and intelligent among those 25. And out of those 10, 9 is on your side. Sir, I will be intimidated, whether I say it or not. 9 are on your side. They said, whatever you say, carry on. And you think so. If
the ruling party has power of incumbency, the ruling party controls the police. It controls the judiciary. It even controls the national assemblies. Do you understand? And these are institutions that the president is most likely use in his benefit. We saw the situation whereby now INEC is somehow seen to be taking side.
If the ruling party
allegedly, we have seen sign of the judiciary accepting gratification from a serving minister. Do you understand?
We have seen the electoral body,
which are all
national commissioners that has not come to deny allegations
rendered to them. Yes. So these are all signs now. So at least.
But let me also put it the balance there. If you are not threatened, somebody said, I watched a comedy skit where somebody said, you said Nigeria voted you because we love you. Or you leave the electoral act the way it is now.
Let it do its work. Constitutional,
you refuse. See, let me tell you something. It is not enough to have 32 governors. In as much as I respect the fact that it's okay, but how does it translate to votes?
Even the opposition
Dino Melaye came out to say the same thing. That okay, you have all this around you. Why are you
feeling intimidated? Exactly.
For a comment like this to come out, it shows something is internal. Look, body language speaks, the action speaks louder than voice.
Exactly.
Now, why are they not attacking accord parties and the other parties, smaller parties?
Exactly. Even the fact that he came out publicly to declare it shows that.
Do you know the caliber of men in the ADC?
I do.
These are political groups. And let's assume. Somebody was calculating Kwankwaso, Obi, and Atiku's votes put together 16 million votes.
Yes. Because
that's at the last election.
Atiku is 6 million.
8 million.
8 million.
Obi 6.something million.
Kwankwaso 1.something million.
2.something million.
Okay. If you put that together, it's even more than 16 million you are talking about. Yes.
So, and three of them are coming together to say, we are going to support anybody. We are going to throw our structure to anybody that is our flag bearer. And you think that is not enough to send any signal?
Oh, honestly. And there are people like former River State Governor
Amechi, El-Rufai is there, Tambuwa is there,
Aregbesola is there,
is there,
David Mark
is there.
Obo.
And you're talking about Bala Mohammed is also saying that my brothers are there. Then we have the Makinde and the Turaki faction coming to say, okay.
Justified when we have president saying that people on the
come on now. Some of these men are more than 5 governors put together. Some of them, the current governors, allegedly are even loyal to some of them.
Each of these people, in his own self, is a political institution.
Some of them,
exactly, and they play a very great role.
Let me go start. P2B in itself is stronger than 15 governors put together.
Of course.
Allegedly, that is my own opinion. In terms of weight,
It doesn't, anyway you see it, anyway you paint your picture, the president is here telling Nigerians.
We are talking about a Kwankwaso. We are talking about a Kwankwaso that can sit down, raise the hand of a candidate in Kano, and he becomes a governor.
Somebody said even if you put a chicken there, the chicken will become governor.
So what are we saying? Is Kwankwaso not stronger than the current? Kwankwaso and the incumbent Abagidagida, who is more influential in Kano?
The president knows himself better than you. He's telling you that he is not intimidated, and I believe so. He's not intimidated by whatever the opposition is doing. So let's go back to the next paper.
Next paper, please.
The Guardian.
The Guardian.
How systemic corruption wasn't inmates' plight behind bars.
How systemic corruption wasn't inmates' plights behind bars. Systemic corruption wasn't inmates' plights behind bars. When you see, when you talk about this systemic collapse and corruption, wasn't inmates' plights, behind bars. This we have a lot of inmates in the prisons awaiting trial for many years for something that is so allegedly frivolous.
Exactly.
I talk as one who also have direct understanding about what goes on in the courts. I have visited so many courts, and I know how things go on there. You see people. In fact, there was a day I was privileged to pay a kind of charity visit to one of the prisons, Kuje prisons. I think the prisons at Gwagwalada. I took some toiletries and bread and the rest of them to go and eat it. Yes. I went there and I saw that, and I was looking at the inmates there. When I gathered them, I talked about the prison yards. Well, I titled my speech "The Prison Yard," and they were looking at me. Why? And I told them that, well, the difference between you here and the big man that stole government money is location. Because the big man that stole government money has high walls with dogs protecting him. You too, you have high walls with dogs protecting.
Exactly.
So the difference between two of you, both of you are in prison. Exactly. The big man, the big man living with fear, guided with all kinds of. You too, you are guided with policemen with guns. He too is guided with men with guns. So two of you are the same thing. So because the man saying there's nothing different between you. The difference is just the mentality and location.
That's true.
Because when you steal money that is not supposed to be your own, that's when you start paying for huge security, protection. Like Peter B will always say, if you do the right thing, nobody wants to kill you.
And most of those correctional facilities are overpopulated. Honestly.
Yes, overpopulated. Even the systemic collapse in the sense that we see people go to prison for what is not enough for them to go to prison.
Yes.
I am telling you the truth. People go to prison.
People kept there for years.
Awaiting trial. 11 years allegedly.
11 years awaiting trial.
Detained and allegedly for what is not even enough. You will see people under civil matter. Civil issues that are civil in nature. So when you say systemic collapse, of course you should understand what we're talking about. So this can use it for another. Can see the other radar up there.
Yes, there's one there. Police custom uncover terrorist plot in Abuja, Niger, and Ondo. Police and customs uncover terrorist plots in Abuja, Niger, and Ondo.
Yeah, I think that will form one of the bases of our major discussion today.
This morning, yes.
The customs and the police, I want to commend them for doing a very good job in uncovering
excellent intelligence gathering.
And I hope other agencies will swift into action to see that we don't have a repeat of what happened during the era of President Goodluck Jonathan, when we see people coming into the city of Abuja to attack people. Let's see what other radar do you have there.
Reps expand probe into 1.2 trillion anchor borrowers fund and summons funds. I think they are referring to the anchor borrowers fund that have been released to Nigerians, which so many Nigerians haven't yet seen it, but the firms that are responsible for disbursing this fund have been sending documents and claims that those monies have been advanced to applicants.
Okay.
I think it is in regard that the reps expand probe into.
Okay, take it down. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Do you have another one there? Okay.
Tinubu dares opposition. Vows to stay course as zoning debate deepens. Tinubu dares opposition. Vows to stay course as zoning debate deepens.
So, Tinubu dares opposition. Vows.
Do what you can.
Yes. Vow to stay course as zoning debate.
Campaign. Zoning debate deepens. So that zoning debate, I think we keep talking about this thing. It is very, very important for me, as far as I'm concerned. Politically, the zoning idea is working for Nigeria, just like it is working for a lot of countries with similar structures like Nigeria.
Yeah, it's a gentlemanly agreement.
It's very exactly
that fosters unity and togetherness as a nation.
Exactly.
Even appointments, even political appointment also does that.
Yes.
For those leaders that are sensitive to that, one of the easiest ways, I keep saying it here, that a leader can encourage unity and peaceful coexistence amongst us.
But do you see zoning a national something coming into play in the present administration? If you look at the kind of position being held by a greater majority of the people running this government are dominated by one particular people for coming.
He was not the first to start it, which I'm not justifying it.
Yes,
it's totally wrong. It is a sign that
he's not the first to.
I'm coming. It's a sign. You
look at this particular one.
But it's a sign. Whatever degree, we should not even try it in the first place.
Exactly, but the degree matters as well.
Yeah, but we shouldn't even try it. Muhammad Buhari did the same thing, and she started it, and now
we can't compare Buhari's. Anyway, this is not the subject of discussion.
I know, but I'm just trying to say
very, very
our leaders should stop doing that.
Can't compare that one to
our leaders should stop doing that. Which it's not. We have jettisoned federal character. We have jettisoned federal character in this country.
Most of the most senior ministers, finance, etc., are all mostly coming from the south. Mostly, particularly the ministerial positions.
Who?
Like what do you call it? Finance, I think defense,
foreign affairs.
Like foreign affairs. Yes, foreign affairs too. Like what about it? Education is from the north. So many. But if you look at this one is taking almost 80%.
Especially at the economic sector.
80%, especially at the economic sector. Not just the economic sector. Generally, 80% of positions have gone back to people from the southwest. It has never been this bad.
Well, that is not the subject of our discussions this morning. But what I'm trying to say is, presidents that have come and gone in time past and now, they told towards this line, and it's not encouraging at all. We need a leader who is going to understand that Nigeria is a mixture of so many tribes and people, and that should be respected even in selecting and making appointments, because that is a way of sending signal to people that we are truly one Nigeria without even putting it on paper. Body language, like I said, you cannot hide it. You can say you are a very transparent person, but your body language will be saying something else. Okay, let's look at
there's another interesting idea there. Ocean Pulse, as we are approaching Ogunsa gubernatorial election. Civil society organizations petition Amupitang over redeployment of INEC adjust timeline. You can still see the hand of the National Electoral Umpire trying to influence things in the forthcoming gubernatorial election. And then
you say the ruling party is not afraid.
Exactly. Exactly.
Somebody was like making a joke that there is this electoral before I say what I want to say, the truth about Nigerians is that we know the truth.
Exactly.
We know the right thing to do. But sometimes we are bedeviled by so many sentiments.
Deliberately so.
Do you know somebody recommended this INEC commissioner that conducted Abia State, the last Abia State election, that brought in the likes of Alex Oti as governor. That woman that stood her ground despite the billions of naira that was given to her.
Despite threats
and billions of naira.
Somebody recommended her for this position?
Yes. Why are we not picking that kind of woman who has shown character, strength in character?
You see?
Why? Why are we not picking? See, Nigeria, we know the truth. We know what to do. We are not in short supply of the right things to do. But you see, we have allowed sentiment and all kinds of things to becloud us. Why are we not going for such kind of people? Why?
The fact that civil society organizations are writing petitions against Amumitan is a pointer to a lot of things. I'm telling you.
Well,
because
let's see.
They definitely know that he is changing, he is redeploying those staff. The key staff and Govt are actually the Resident Electoral Commission and the whole
of
IT department in that state.
So why are you changing IT?
And why now?
Why now?
These are the questions. I believe if you find the paper and go to Petitions, you'll find out the story in details.
Okay, let's see if we have another juicy rider there.
Yes, Tinubu backs direct primaries and denies imposition of candidates. I think concerning the APC primaries in states, because that of the national one has already been done through consensus. But at the same level,
I don't like. There's a particular word I don't like. In fact, sometimes, honestly, you are a senior citizen by the grace of God.
Yes.
I wonder when I see a man over 60 telling cheap lies.
Exactly.
Is it that politicians are wired like that?
Yes. Are they
wired like that?
I'm already comfortable with the fact that most Nigerian politicians, in fact, lying is to the Nigerian politician, is one of the best qualities to have. You cannot be a successful politician unless you become a very good liar. I'm comfortable with this too. For me, as far as I'm concerned, this is how I see it. For you to be a very good politician, you have to be a hypocrite, you have to be a liar, you have to be corrupt. Do you understand? You have to be cheat. You have to have the ability to steal government funds. For me, these are the qualities of a good Nigerian politician. And many of them are clothed in those qualities.
Because you see, what does it hold for the younger ones? When I see my fathers coming out to deny or lie, I don't know.
It's embarrassing.
I feel discouraged as a young as a young man that is growing up, who is also looking forward to some of these men as my role models.
You just asked a question. Our children are not chatting the same path. You can see this young ADC person, what is his name, Nafiu Bala or somebody. After doing all these things, there are reports that are indicating that now he's apologizing for his action. He want to be recruited back to the ADC.
So why accepting
lying? He shows that whatever he's doing was a lie. He was paid to do them. He's now regretting his actions, and he's now trying to come back to the party. He wanted them to embrace him and bring him back to the party. So he's a very young man. I don't think Nafi is up to 30, 35, or at most 32 or 33. So these are the young ones, and they are being taught how to behave like Nigerian politicians. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they are chatting the same path. And let's go
to the next newspaper, please.
The Nation.
The Nation.
The ADC ticket. Atiku writes of Konkoso Tambuwal. ADC ticket. Atiku writes of Konkoso Tambuwal. Until now, I didn't even know that Tambuwal also has interest, particularly as regards the seat number one.
You see, the nation will always
Let's see the other riders.
The nation will always come from the divergent opinion.
Okay, the rider says he has more block votes than them. Ex-Vice President bids will upset national unity, says presidency. Ex-Vice President bids will upset national unity, says the presidency. You see, I mentioned this thing yesterday, that besides the intra-party problem that Atiku has, he also has power blocks outside of the ADC that are against him emerging as the ticket bearer in the ADC. Because it's going to distort the gentlemanly agreement. Exactly. That has been going on for a long time now. Not even the gentlemanly agreement, because here, what about Konkoso, what about Tambuwal? They are also northerners. What they are concerned is that Atiku, they don't just want Atiku to be there. The presidency themselves know that Atiku is going to be a big challenge to the party. Then, beside Atiku, Obi also, if he claims the ticket, is going to be another headache to the ruling party. Yes. I agree. So these two are more problematic. If he has a very good vice presidential pair. Exactly. Like the likes of Konkoso. Or even El-Rufai. Or Tambuwal. Exactly. Particularly El-Rufai. If you a ticket that bears Obi and El-Rufai is a ticket that will deny the ruling party a night's sleep. I'm telling you, definitely so. You're so sure of that? I'm so sure of that. It is hard to come to pass. It is going to be extremely so hard for that to come.
Probably
if Obi has to be in the ticket, they may likely put him along with alongside Kwankwaso.
Yes. Obi Kwankwaso is another strong one.
Not as Obi Erufai, because politicians know who Erufai is. That is why when after he has worked for the ruling party, the powers that be within the party discourage the presidency from allowing Erufai to be part of that party, part of that government. They know what Erufai in the midst of this government can do. You understand what I'm saying? So however you put it,
they know his capacity.
They know his capacity. And then beside him, beside the ruling party also, there are strong Nigerians, elder statesmen that are against Atiku being the ticket, clinching the ticket, ADC ticket. So that I always tell you, Atiku has very strong ambition of becoming president, but there are so many forces acting against him.
Okay, let's go back to the same nation. Any other juicy one there?
Yes. Lagos 2027, Hamzat takes consultation to Fashola and others. Hamzat takes consultation to Fashola and others. I think Hamza is one of the possible gubernatorial candidates in Lagos. Or what? Yes. Then tight security at Venus as UTME begins. Tight security at Venus as UTME begins. That is very good.
Tight security. Tight security, is it before the UTME? You see where the country has found themselves. Are we supposed to be writing jam under tight security?
Yes, of course.
No, before now, we're supposed to be doing that.
No, before now, it has never happened. I remember, anyway.
So this is where the country has degenerated to.
See, no.
That is what we're writing WAEC with security.
During our times.
Even primary school exams.
What I'm telling you is it has always been the case. I could remember vividly during when we were taking our WAEC in the 1980s, there were always policemen.
Not because of insecurity.
Surrounding the place.
But not because of insecurity.
Well,
they were just there
they
were just there to add their formal appearance and further strengthen the authenticity of the process. Not because of insecurity.
But now we have to, honestly speaking.
So no, we're talking of tight security.
For their exam.
Tight security is not just police.
I understand.
We're talking of soldiers. I'm sure soldiers will be part of it. Joint task forces.
But where will we even be? Are we using soldiers for civil security purpose? All these things are supposed to be functions of the police. But in Nigeria, it has become common for us to see soldiers running out civil security situations, handling civil security situations. Even that in itself is embarrassing.
Look at another way that there's Saraki Ahmed orders for culpable homicide trial, June 4. The courts are beginning to get busy. Let's see how that turns out. We have a okay.
And you can't even separate this from some political maneuvers.
You cannot separate from.
Of course, I'm telling you, every member of the opposition
is like a member of the opposition.
I'm telling you, will be tested. Is he in the APC? He's in the PDP. And then you know that the faction now is still being broken down.
Is that part of the weakest faction?
Saraki?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Let's politicians
are another rider there.
Go down, please. Let's go down and see. Okay. ADC ticket article writes okay of Kwankwaso and Tambo. Okay, let's go down. No other rider then. Next newspaper, please. The Vanguard. Let's see what the Vanguard has for us.
Rising costs. IMF warns of tough times for Nigeria after I give us loan. IMF warns of tough times for Nigerians.
After particulars at the back.
They are part of the people that makes the situation worse, because all those stringent conditions that are always being attached to the loans being advanced to Nigeria in the name of loans to improve the infrastructure. In reality, loans advanced to us to make life difficult for Nigerians. Because if you get to see some of the conditions that are being attached to those loans before it's being granted to a country.
But why would somebody who gives you a loan comes to warn you,
to confuse you so that they
against tough times?
Yes.
I'm giving you a loan with stringent conditions. Yes. I'm also warning you. Is it who is to be blamed? Is it those that are collecting the loans, or? You see,
almost always when the IMF gives a country loan, one of the first conditions they give is this: devaluate your currency. Devaluate your currency. And when a country's currency has been devaluated, this in itself has made life difficult for the citizens of the country. Because what you used to buy, for example, in Nigeria with 10 naira, but with 10 naira, by the time your currency is devaluated, you can buy it at nothing less than 200 naira. That your 10 naira will not become almost as a toilet paper. It cannot buy you anything. That is why we found ourselves.
So are you saying
we are buying? See,
we should refuse collecting? We should refuse.
You know top tea. You know top tea. I think the leaders may not know what top tea is because they are far above this. You will not know. Top tea is the cheapest common tea bag that most ordinary Nigerians use to take a cup of tea. This top tea, just 2 of them is 100 naira. During good luck Godination times, do you know how much it costs? 5 naira for 2. 5 naira for 2. But because the country kept being devalued and devalued and devalued, today, those 2 is 100 naira instead of 5 naira. How embarrassing that could be. This is just simply one example. And now those people that are responsible for putting us into this situation are now warning us that tough times lay ahead for us. We have always known.
Look at another one there. How terror attack ended last conversation between Brigadier General Bremer, twin brother. Probably it was on a phone call. Oh, he's even a twin. He's a twin.
So he has a twin, yes.
Yeah, he's a twin.
Look at brother call repeatedly without response. Relative says, news reached us by 6:30 a.m. Opebolo grants scholarship to children. I think to the children of Bremer. This is a very sad situation.
Opebolo, that's the governor of Edo State, grants scholarship to the children of Bremer. This is a very sad situation. He's even a twin. And he was actually discussing with his twin brother, trying to get across to his twin brother, and all to no avail because of the attack, by the terrorists. You see, this is
God rest in peace.
This is so sad.
I feel sad. The life of one Nigeria is not greater than the life of another Nigeria.
So sad.
We are not happy that many ordinary Nigerians are dying as a result of insurgency and banditry. Their life is as equal as that of a general. But for us to lose people that have been trained with taxpayers' money up to this level, people that can be very, very useful to the security of Nigeria being ended by a non-entity.
A non-state actor.
It's a shame. It's a shame for the Nigerian government. Not just one, not just two, not just three. Many of them are dying. From the rank of Brigadier General downward have died as a result of this insurgency.
We still have here, the government adopt 14 UTMEs.
Government abduct 14 UTME candidates in Benue. School owner, 4 others kidnapped in Kwara. You see, this is another one. Apart from that of Benue, apart from the other bus that has been kidnapped, this is a new rider again. 4 school owner and 4 others kidnapped in Kwara State.
Yeah, we have it again. Yeah,
what's happening?
Again, well, it's sad. I don't know what. It's becoming a recurrent happening. Exactly. Now, Tinubu dares Atiku, Obi, El-Rufai, saying you can't scare me.
And Onanuga tells Atiku, Tinubu will do 8 years like Buhari. If Tinubu is going to come back for another 4 years in a very honorable way, he's a Nigerian, he's entitled to it. Why we are always talking like this is because we see sign that the incumbency is not trying to come honorably. But if he is coming honorably, let there be fair playing field, or what do you call it?
Okay, level playing field.
Level playing field for everybody to contest, and with no problem. Don't use government agencies. Don't use the electoral umpire. Don't use.
I told you that the president and the ruling party, they know the quality and caliber of men at the ADC.
Exactly.
Look at the names they keep mentioning: Atiku, Obi, El-Rufai. These are political heavyweights. These are people who
if
can.
They don't scare him. What's he saying? Because the Hausa man say, "Umba rami meka batarami."
So Umba rami go.
Meka batarami. Yes. So if there's no scare, why talk about scare? Tinubu will do 8 years like Buhari says Onanuga.
Is anybody? Why are they making statements like this? Why is Onanuga making statements like this? Everybody should play the politics.
I think the ruling party should know that Nigerians are fed up with them. Not because they don't like them, But because the policies being implemented by this administration is not helping Nigerians, it's making life worse and difficult and hard.
I was telling something about I was telling something about policy somersaults.
Exactly.
That's one of the causes of underdevelopment and growth anywhere, whether at the national level, organizational, family,
or even state level.
Even at homes. Even at homes, when there's policy somersaults.
Exactly. You say this thing and do another.
And do another one. Tomorrow you change. Tomorrow you say another thing. Any leader that practices policy somersaults, go and check. Or any country, or any company, any family, go and check. Development is far from that.
But I think for this administration, I don't think it's a matter of policy somersault. Rather, it's unfriendly policies. Because all the policies being executed, especially economic policies that is being implemented by this administration.
Can you tell me one policy created by previous President Jonathan down to Buhari and down to Tinubu? Can you tell me?
Okay, sustainability of previous policies. Okay,
yes. Can you tell me?
No. Now I got one.
And they say government is continuing.
Now I understand exactly.
Government is continuing. Tell me one.
No matter how beautiful a policy is,
another president comes and jettisons the other one.
The other one will not.
One will tell you 7-point agenda. The other one say no. My own is 3-point agenda.
Another one will say 11.
One will say 11. Exactly. Another will say no. Renewed hope. One will say no. What is the one of Buhari again?
I think Buhari is the one that has 11. Eradua is 11-point agenda.
And they removed it, and somebody came and brought that. You see, we keep having policy somersaults.
Exactly.
No consider even at the level, even at company levels, you see organizations practicing it. Some MD CEOs are guilty of that, and they keep struggling. The next newspaper, please. Okay, Tribune. No one can scare me. Tinubu vows.
I like this boldness.
Why is Tribune making it the major headline?
I think Tinubu, because the statement is very impressive. I like the statement. It shows boldness. It shows confidence. And naturally, Tinubu is a very confident person. So this paper particularly is reflecting its attitude.
Even saying is the turn of the South presidency replies article.
Yes.
Are they likely to, are they sounding like prophets of other prophets of doom?
I think they are referring to that gentlemanly agreement that I always cite, because 4 years to South and 4 years to 8 years for the South, 8 years
between Atiku and Obi.
Yes.
Who do you think the presidency seems to be referring, throwing this jab at?
Believe me, both of them are very, very uncomfortable for him. I swear to God, both of them are. Do you know who Atiku is? Obi is youth. Atiku is a mafia. Technocrat. He has solid structures. Atiku is a politician. They are friends with Tinubu. Tinubu himself knows who Atiku is. They have always been together.
Why Obi the youth?
Obi has the attention of Nigerian youth. Initially, he wanted to spoil his show by trying to give his movement a kind of religious coloration. But when he realized that, he decided to change direction.
No, I think that was also misquoted to an extent, because people didn't know.
Let's discuss this. Something that has an audio, something that has been proven beyond reasonable doubt that there's an audio clip. Forget about this. But whatever it is, politicians make mistakes. And good politicians, when they make mistakes and they realize that mistake is capable of costing them a lot of things, they know how to work it out. We worked it out well.
Wait, we have also seen, I hope you know, we have also seen a candidate. I don't want to call it, the candidate.
Yes,
that openly said, you should not vote any part of the country. You should vote only one, the North.
I forgot that. Which one?
The others are. The person in question is a strong contender today.
What I'm telling you about is the fact
I've also seen a political candidate. I've also seen a candidate. I know of a statement from one of the candidates, one of the strong stalwart men has said that he is unrepentantly a Buharist.
I agree. I told you that politicians make mistake. But when we make a mistake, and if you're a good politician, you'll be able to work over your mistake. And that is what Obi did that earned him the attraction of Nigerian youth across religion, across regions.
Yes, I agree with you.
If the other politicians also make similar mistakes, it's common for politicians to make. They are not God now. They are not even prophet.
But they have SAs and PAs.
The ability
they have handlers.
Some of those advisors we are even better than some of those advisors. It's just opportunity that took them there.
Psychophancy. You know, psychophancy.
So, all I'm saying is that
psychophants are more rewarded than loyalty.
Exactly. So why the president must exhibit these kind of things is because of these two candidates are very strong. Either of them is going to be a headache to the incumbent.
Seriously.
Serious.
If Atiku picks the ticket and Obi decide to follow him as the vice,
it's still bad for the
big one.
Party.
If Obi picks the ticket and gives Erufai or
Atiku definitely will not become vice. If Obi gets it, it's either Konkoso, most likely Konkoso, or maybe Erufai.
And it's another problem.
It's another problem. The fact that Obi or Atiku is there is a wahala.
And then Atiku decide to back them up.
He will, of course. That is why the party is smart.
Or if Atiku fix it and then Obi
the party knew that. That is why they went and sat down and begged Atiku, please, Baba. If ultimately did not clinch it, please be with us. And he agreed. That's why he's making the statement to show Nigerians that he listened to the party this time around. Whoever ended up.
If Atiku, to be very honest with you, yes. I'm going to say it without fear for favor.
Yes.
If Atiku does that by eventually maybe he doesn't clinch the ticket,
exactly,
and he decides to make bold statement by saying I am going to support.
No,
after the primaries, it's easier to say before the primaries.
Okay, after the primaries. Okay,
I am telling you, he's going to be the biggest hero.
Honestly,
in Nigeria.
Honestly, he's an elder statesman, but he will be very, very respected, particularly if that party wins the 2027 election.
Yes,
and this is what we are looking forward to.
And I
always say, all Nigerians are like that. Even though we claim to be here, some of us will say no, we don't care. We are what do you call it? Tribal Nigeria also. But deep down inside of us, this is how we are wired. Most Nigerians they affiliate themselves with their regions or their tribe or their religion. Some may not show it outwardly, but 90% of us are like this. But even as a northerner, I'm telling you today, there are a lot of northerners like me. We wish the presidency remains in the south for the last 4 years, or for the completion of the Tinubu's.
You know, P2B, that was a right of P2B said openly. He said when they asked him, is it true that you agreed they're going to do just 4? He said yes.
I think yes. That is one area that
he said what is there that he now cited the example of an American president that did 4 years and did wonders for America. He said 4 years is okay for any president that knows what to do.
Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter.
Yes.
He said 4 years is okay.
He's the only Catholic American president ever. So and he led only for 4 years as a Democrat and left. He's Obasanjo's best friend. Jimmy Carter. Yes.
Okay. Let's go to the next newspaper, please. Oh, the Daily Trust. Okay, the Daily Trust has this issue of adoption of the adoption of UTME students. Those students who are aspiring to add more colors to their lives by writing the popular JAM and then advance their education. And there they are, their life is about to be cut short by some miscreants. I don't understand why these people will go for UTME candidates. What is their offense? For being a Nigerian?
You see, one of the objectives of all these, what do you call them, bandit groups, particularly insurgent group, is to thwart education, particularly in the north, particularly in the areas where they operate. That is why, as we speak now, the rate of enrollment of girl child in Borno State schools is very, 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 very low. Schools no longer operate in most of these local areas, in outskirts. There are no schools. There are no boarding schools. So that's why
which poses a serious danger to
education. Exactly, education in northern region.
Because education brings about liberation.
Schools only operate within urban areas, not even semi-urban areas that are prone to attacks. And you know that the largest number of our citizens dwells in the rural areas. But they cannot go to school because of insurgency and banditry.
Mr. Ibrahim, let's just leave that because honestly, it's heartbreaking.
Millions of northern Nigerian children are no longer going to schools, except those in the urban.
Look at your friends. Your friends are talking. Keep debt manageable. IMF tells Nigeria that we should manage our debt too. Keep debt. We should be careful. You say parting at the back.
That's what they do. That's what they do. Just to make fair, so that you as a Nigerian will not say, no, IMF is not responsible for our woes.
Just like yesterday, we noticed that you are owing 724,000. Mr. Brian,
you are my enemy. I'm telling you, something I'm trying to forget, you are trying to tell me. You know, when I was going to mosque this morning, coming from the 11th floor downward, I met one guy. We normally go to mosque together. He was looking at me. I was trying to say, "Baba, what's happening?" I said, somebody just told me that I'm owing
724,000.
He said, "You where? Did you go to buy?" I said, "No." They said Nigeria borrowed the money on my behalf. They kept laughing inside the lift. It's sad. It's sad.
159.2 something trillion, and then if you divide it by each Nigerian, we're owing 724,000.
Rather than telling us to keep debt management and manageable, why can't you stop giving us loan? And you know, mostly it was them that will encourage countries to come and take those loans. There are a lot of things people do not know about Abuja. You know, Abuja wanted to pay their loans. They refused to take those loans. Because once you pay off, they can no longer have much control over your resources. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Mr. Ibrahim, the issue of this loan, it has been something at the front burner from one government to another
for a long time.
A long time now. So we don't understand the politics behind these loans.
No, me, I understand.
And the problem, I don't understand. I don't understand in the sense that.
Please remind me to send you this.
No, software. Let me explain what I mean.
Once you read that document, you'll understand.
No, let me tell you my area of not misunderstanding here.
Yes.
I don't understand why we are taking these loans, because as far as I'm concerned, I'm not seeing it anywhere.
In the name, we are taking.
I'm not seeing the good roads.
Improving infrastructure.
My daughter traveled for 24 hours, 23 hours from Lagos to Abuja.
No good road.
No good road. My daughter did that. She's at home. A journey that is not supposed to take more than 8 hours, 8.5 hours. I have driven from Lagos to Abuja several times. Many times. I can't count them. I drive 8 hours, 30 minutes, 9 hours. I'm in Abuja. I take off 6 o'clock in the morning. By worst case scenario, 3:34, I'm in Abuja. In fact, 2:30 to 3 o'clock, I'm already in Abaji. I'm just trying to get into the
city.
That
delay was due to the fact that there was no good road. Every 5 kilometers, you must.
That same hour, Lampese, that route. I don't think that road is existing very well now.
I don't think situation so. About all over the country. One guy who traveled extensively. Okay, it's a foreign girl. She's all over the social media. You can see one Chinese girl like that. I like her courage. I like her boldness. I like the love she has for my country. She's a young Chinese girl. She's growing all over Nigeria. She said that she likes the weather in the south. She likes the social life in the south, but she likes the friendliness of the north. Although the northern sun has harmed her skin, and then she observed that the north has relatively better roads than the south. She complained bitterly about the road network across southern Nigeria. That's a foreigner, a Chinese girl. Haven't you come across any of her clips? She's all over the place. I think she's all over the place. She has been in Nigeria for the past 2 months, cruising from one state to another. Very small girl, just between the ages of maybe 21, 22 years old. Yesterday she was in Plateau State.
I hope those miscreants will not locate her. I just hope she will not.
You can be surprised. There is no kind of group that she doesn't mingle with. I'm telling you. Very, very, you can find her very funny. They stole. Can I say this national television? They stole.
Off the mic. Off the mic.
They stole her.
Off the mic, Off the mic, Mr. Price.
She went to Kano Market having fun with all these kind of young boys.
Off the mic.
They stole her iPhone.
Off the mic, Mr. Brian.
But a very good Samaritan from Kano also dashed her one.
Okay, off the mic. Thank you.
So you can see this is embarrassing for a country like us, borrowing trillions of naira from IMF and the World Bank and all those institutions. We call them Bretwood institutions, and they don't even have a very good road network. A foreigner is expressing sadness how good Nigeria is, but how lacking they are in major infrastructure. She complained bitterly about the road.
That's why I said I don't understand why the borrowing. Let's go to the next. Let's go back and see if
they borrow.
The Punch. Federal government moves to tighten airport prison security. The Punch. Federal government moves to tighten airport prison security.
Following the intelligence report,
yes,
there may be an attempt attack. There may be an attempt to attack the Nnamdi Azikiwe airport and some correctional facilities.
Okay, let's see what we have up there.
No, there are some riders. Police, NIS, and NCOs red alert to contend.
Yes, that is in continuation with
Okay,
the major headline.
Okay.
Well, I think I see is that the picture of the Donald Trump there or somebody?
Yes, U.S. ambassador's post vacant in Nigeria, 116 countries. U.S. ambassador post vacant in Nigeria and 116 other countries. So I think that clears the doubt about why American diplomats have been called home. So this activity is not only taking place in Nigeria. I think it's part of Donald Trump's new foreign policy to withdraw their ambassadorial positions and diplomats from a lot of other countries.
116 of them.
116 of them plus Nigeria. So initially we thought maybe they sent some security, it has to do with some security approach or something like that. So that...
Okay, let's go to the newspaper. I think time is not on our side. Okay, let's see. Let's just go to the next newspaper, please. Punch doesn't have much. Now the last newspaper here, can you zoom it a bit so that we can see?
Olajide Omotayo exclusive. Winning gold at the African Games stands out the most for me, she says. I'm still hungry for more. I want to improve my world ranking and achieve greater success on the global stage. Olajide Omotayo. I think it's a table tennis champion. Yeah.
Table tennis champion.
Nigerians are making waves globally in every aspect of life. In every aspect,
we are so blessed with so many
talented and intelligent. I'm telling you.
Basketball, table tennis, even football.
Of course.
We have our boys doing well. We have the likes of Accord delivering the mandates at Sevilla. We have Lukman at Atletico Madrid. We have Oshima at Galatasaray, even being eyed currently now by Barcelona.
Oh.
We have lots of good players.
You have those girls in the basketball team, the
Tigers?
The Tigers, all of them
even the Tigers.
Wonders in foreign countries. That's great.
All right, Mr. Ibrahim. That will be all for the newspaper review this morning, Mr. Ibrahim. We're going to wrap it up here, and we'll go on a short break. When we return, we'll go straight to the topic of today. Once again, this is PMB Morning Show here in the city of Abuja. My name is Chidi Kenneth. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back, and then we'll discuss the issues for today. All right, welcome back to PMB Morning Show here in the city of Abuja. My name is Chidi Kenneth, and as usual, I have my brother and colleague, co-host, Mr. Ibrahim Shaibu. All right, another development has further added color to the just concluded ADC convention. The presence of some UK government officials has sparked up widespread debates on the significance of such visits, considering the fact that some members of the ruling party and the president visited the King of England recently for a 2-day outing. So many critics have raised concerns of what this gesture could possibly mean for the ADC and the ruling APC. Are we seeing a turn in events as we journey towards the 2027 elections? All right, follow us as we dive into this very issue deeply. Mr. Shaibu.
Yes, Mr. CK.
3 officials visited the ADC convention.
Yes.
3 UK diplomats. What do you think is happening?
Well, nothing. I think the British High Commission Secretary, who goes by the name Thomas Sampson, and including a Nigerian staff member, Mr. Damilola Oyedeji.
Okay.
They attended the ADC convention.
Okay.
Even beside them, there is another Chinese group known as Yu Dunhai from China, who also was seen at the venue of the occasion.
But they later denied it.
Although he denied, the Chinese embassy denied that, but he was cited. He was cited sitting separately from the British.
You know, this regular denying.
So, no,
it's not peculiar to us.
Politics. It's diplomacy. It's diplomacy. The fact that he was there, you cannot rule out the fact that they were there. But the British High Commission make the explanation to the fact that diplomatic missions regularly engage in political and the engagement with civil actors and political teams, including political parties. Not for anything, just to abreast themselves with political happenings within their host countries. So it's not something new.
This is an official routine.
Yes, it is an official routine, but it wasn't common. They sometimes do. They sometimes do, but it's not always. That is why this time around, because of the intensity and the gravity that is seen unfolding towards the 2027 election, I think they decided to just see what is happening with their own eyes.
Don't you think the presence of the British commissioners and the officials present at the ADC convention has a way of giving such exercise some level of credibility?
No.
It appears, quote unquote, to be like an official endorsement because INEC was not there.
Exactly.
But the British commissioners were there, even the Chinese. So that means, in a way, we have the presence of some form of international presence coming to witness. If anybody comes to witness anything you are doing, it's a way of saying that, it's a way of giving credence to what you are doing.
Remember, in my last discussion with you, we touched upon this aspect a little bit, although we did not divulge into it deeply. I made mention of the fact that there is a function of INEC that mandated them to be part of these conventions, just to serve as a monitor, but they did not come. And you know, I told you that members of this APC are very smart politicians. They knew what they are doing. So for them,
probably they ensured they should be there.
That is good.
They ensured.
Just like in election, we have foreign bodies coming to watch.
APC had their national convention.
Yes.
And we don't know whether foreign bodies came.
That is what I'm telling you.
Why it was not reported?
Listen.
The way it is being reported now is what we don't know.
You have to allow me make this point before I
go ahead. I'm just trying to be
exactly. You see,
guide the issue.
Since they observe,
yes,
INEC did not come. They want to put some level of credibility to their convention. So by ensuring that this, I assume, since INEC did not come, let's find a way of making sure that at least a foreign observer is here. I did not know whether they invited them or whether if they can come, who are you? Themselves. Exactly. At least they are there. They saw how the thing happened. Do you understand? And they also knew that, even them knew that INEC did not come. I think, if for anything, I think this is a very good development on the part, especially it's a plus.
It's a smart move.
It's a smart move done by the ADC. Although it may seem like it will add credibility to what they are doing. It will give international correction to what they are doing, but it's not their fault. They have to do something to at least clear their convention. So that tomorrow, if something comes up and they try to defend themselves, at least a foreign body was there who witnessed exactly.
Now the foreign body acknowledge the fact they were there. Also acknowledge the fact that it is part of their official routine, programs.
Exactly.
Now INEC was not there, and British, officials were there. More or less, what we call in the electoral, palace. When we come to politics, we call it foreign observers.
Exactly.
So if a foreign observer comes to say, well, as far as we are concerned, convention took place.
Yes, exactly. I think there's a statement here that I quoted from the secretary. He said, this reflects the UK's government commitment to an engagement with the democratic process in Nigeria. The UK continues to support credible, inclusive, and peaceful election in Nigeria through cooperation aimed at strengthening democratic institutions and electoral processes. At least they knew a convention had taken place.
That's what I'm saying. Like they are more or less like foreign observers.
Exactly, more or less like foreign observers.
So if INEC does not come, and for whatever reason,
were there to
yes, and when issues arises, they can say who was there.
Exactly.
Of course, they say, well, we have the likes of the Chinese, we have the likes of the British.
Exactly.
And then these are two,
key international
bodies,
partners.
Well, what do you think the APC should be thinking now? Because the APC of recent, the president and some dignitaries went to visit the King of England, and where he even, we had that some bilateral agreements were reached.
Big deals.
Big deals. You know, the 747 million pounds.
Billions.
Million pounds. Okay. As expansion and whatever of ports. Is it Lekki ports or one of those ports in Lagos? And then we have we also have the release of some
repatriation of Nigerian criminals and other.
Even some people might allegedly are saying that it's an attempt to release Madu.
Okay, Madu.
Yes. It's an attempt allegedly. A lot of conspiracy theory surrounding that visit. And it happened at a time where soldiers were being killed in Borno State, and the Minister of Defense was the Minister of Defense was in London.
In London, yes.
These are conspiracy theories out there. But you see, looking at this comparison, what do you make? APC visiting the King of England, and then some people might say, okay, the INEC is not there. Why will the men from UK come?
The president visit to UK, and then the UK diplomat attending the ADC convention. I think these are two different issues entirely. You see,
but the UK diplomats are answerable to.
Of course.
Would I call it like they're just trying to strike a balance?
Not strike a balance per se. My feeling, I'm thinking maybe they might have been invited. Then the embassy, the commission will now seek clearance from UK, and then the clearance may be granted for them to attend.
And they didn't say, oh, did INEC come? Why is INEC not here? If INEC is not coming, we are not coming.
No, they can't do. They wouldn't do that because they are there to ensure diplomacy. Just like I mentioned it here for you, it's part of their engagement with democratic process in Nigeria. It is within their mandate
to do that.
But they don't regularly do it. But because of the tension that they see in the forthcoming 2026 election, how close the fight is going to be, you understand? They need to embrace themselves with information and key findings at the initial point, right from now.
Oh, you see, they mean they're already foreseen
exactly.
Very tight.
How rigorous the competition is going to be.
Because Nigerians are tired.
They perceive it. You see, all these foreign bodies, they know what is happening in this country better than.
So they can feel the tension in the air?
Of course.
And the atmosphere is charged.
They study every situation. They study the body language of government. They study body language of the people. They see what is happening on ground. They have info. They know how to get their informations. Reliable, true information. Unlike us. You understand?
They are on ground, so they feel the pulse of the people. They move around. They see what is going on.
Exactly.
They have full ownership of the environment.
Exactly.
So they know what's going on.
They know what is going on. So for them attending conventions of convention for one political party and then not attending convention for another political party.
No, we are not aware,
and we are not even sure whether they have.
Probably they attended.
Exactly. That's what.
But I'm just saying, why making it very laudable news?
That is because it involves the ADC. I keep telling you this. Anything that involves the ADC is news in Nigeria. Something that even the president is going all over the place saying, I'm not afraid of them. They cannot intimidate me.
Calling names, and even I don't look at saying,
even mentioning names.
And I'm not saying that.
Have you ever seen a president? Ever in my life, I've never seen any president coming to mention candidate of the opposition
or show sign of
saying that I'm not afraid of them.
Show sign of some complacency.
Exactly.
Sign of any president coming out to show sign of statements like this psychologically can be interpreted to be a sign of fear.
No,
I'm telling you.
On the contrary,
I'm telling you psychology now. I know they fear you. I know they fear you. I know they fear you.
Psychologically, let me tell you something. This president is somebody that is politically grounded. This president is somebody that knows moves, recognize moves, and then know political permutations. I don't think there's anything that has to do with fear here. Do you understand?
Okay, allegedly, I'm not saying he's scared. I said statements like that can be.
Yes, and even knowing the kind of person he is, I'm even surprised at his choice of word. That particular word, intimidation.
Let me tell you the truth.
Is very surprising for me.
No, let me say it on national TV, sir. With due respect. Strategy can only work when people are having it good. The rate of hunger, poverty, insecurity now in Nigeria, I wonder the strategy anybody wants to put in place.
No, I agree with you here. But what I'm saying is that you said whether his statement...
I keep hearing people making some funny statement that, strategy. Sorry, sir. I'll allow you. Strategy. Are you going to strategize my stomach?
No. You are right in all those points. The point I was trying to correct is this. When you say fear, I just want to make you sure, I don't want to make it clear to you that there's nothing that shows fear in that statement. Do you understand? But the only thing that should send fear to Tinubu is what his policies are doing to Nigerians. He doesn't fear the opposition against him. He should fear the policies he put in place that is biting on Nigerians. It's not those politicians, it's not the opposition that will unseat him. I keep saying this. It's not the opposition. It's not the David Marks, it's not the Atikus, it's not the Obis, it's not the Concourse, it's not the ADC that will unseat the ruling party. It is the wrong policies, the unfriendly policies of the government that is currently fighting on Nigerians. That is attempting to unseat them. Exactly. It's the huge amounts of money that is being earmarked in the name of security that are not being utilized judiciously that will unseat the presidency. It is the number of people that keep dying every day through insurgency, through banditry, through abduction and killings and kidnap that is going to unseat the president. What of the opposition? What of hunger? Because politically, what of hunger? It's part of it. It's part of it. Hunger, exorbitant price of fuel, transportation, everything, lack of infrastructure. These are the ones that are going to unseat the incumbent presidency coming 2027 if they do not change their pattern. If they do not amend their policies, and but not Tinubu, not Atiku, not El-Rufai, not Peter Obi, not Concourse, because those ones, he is as a master of politics more than they are. So if we see this incumbent losing power, it's not because of the opposition. It is the people. It's because of the situation. Because of those situations. It is because of the situation, not the opposition. Exactly, not the opposition. And it's by if the video and the statement made by Dangote, going by that, turns out to be verified and true. That's cause for another serious issue of discussion. It's not even a new. It has to do with the taxing policy. It's not as if that video, going by that video, if it turns out to be true, because I'm there to verify that video, and because I didn't see any. Is it recent? Is it a recent video? I don't think. Because I didn't see any comments of such in any of the news dailies there. That is why we are not even discussing that issue particularly. Because it has not been verified. It is true. It is still part of the tax system. It's even part of the tax system. All right, Mr. Shaibu, we'll be going on a short break now. When we return, let's let the discussion on this matter continue. Okay. Let's go on a short break, and then when we come back, we shall be diving into the second topic of today, which borders on possible attack and plan by some non-state actors to attack government facilities in Abuja. This is P&B Morning Show. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back after this time out. All right, welcome back to the P&B Morning Show once again. My name is Chidi Kenneth, and I have with me here Mr. Ibrahim Shaibu. All right, this time around, the terrorists are planning to launch another attack on some key government facilities in Abuja. Again, one begins to wonder what is going on. What is going on, and are we about to experience a repeat of the UN bombings which occurred during the Jonathan's government? Are the terrorists, getting bolder? What measures will be taken by, the government to prevent this evil from happening? Mr. Shaibu, yes, Mr. This is another very troubling, terrifying, worrisome situation that's about to befall us here in Abuja. The last time we saw this, in fact, I personally narrowly escaped the Nyanya bomb blast. Oh. I escaped it by 5 minutes. Oh, wouldn't have been speaking today. Yes. Wow. I was at Abacha Barracks, heading to Maraba. Then I was into a particular business. I don't want to call the name of the company. I wanted to go and buy products from there. I think at area Gariki Junction. There's a junction called Gariki Junction in Masaka. That's where the junction of that company, was situated. And I had boom. Explosion. In fact, Mr. Paul Gaza
God bless you. You're still alive. Paul and Peter, these are very loyal boys. They are indigenes of FCT. They are twins. You cannot tell the difference between Paul and Peter.
Peter and Paul.
Yes. And these boys, Paul was affected. He lost his legs, but somehow, through different kind of traditional means and all kinds of means, he was able to restore the leg back, and he can walk today.
Wow.
If he's listening to me, he knows what I'm saying. So this is a family friend. This is a boy that they are like my younger brothers. They were affected. So now we are here again, few years after now, we are saying another possible planned attack by terrorists. Mr. Ibrahim, what is going on?
Well, what is going on is what we are used to as Nigerians, because
we are used to.
Of course. I keep telling you that every day when we come to the newspaper, I always tell you that we will be likely stumble on a report about killings and abductions and
plans and terrible plans to kill.
So we are not being disappointed. This information came as a result of an internal memo leaked that emerged from the Nigerian Custom Services, that the Sadiku-led Boko Haram faction, led by one called Sadiku, is a breakout faction of the Boko Haram, and another one called the Ansaru, and even another third leg called Jamaatul Nasrul Islam wal Muslimin, JNIM, planning. These three insurgency groups normally operate mostly around the vicinity of the Kanji Lake and National Park areas. So they operate separately, although they have very close linkage between the two, but they separate separately from the Boko Haram of the Northeast. They are all under one big umbrella, even including the Islamic State West Africa province. They are also part of it. If you remember, in July 2005, the group moved from Shiroro local government area in Niger State to that axis of the Kanji Lake area, where it kidnapped more than, I think, 300 students from that Saint Catholic Church. So it's good that the information was leaked. That shows very excellent intelligence gathering. That's what we always pray. We clamor for, particularly within the military. And it's very, very impressive that this particular intelligence exercise was conducted by the Nigerian Custom. I think it was the Custom that first got the information even before the Nigerian police. That is why the Custom memo came first. Nigerians became aware of the Custom memo first, before now the police also started. And that brings me to very sorry for cutting you there. The Customs. How come about the Custom being the one to, be in the know? Of course they are, because
such high-profile security threats, one would suggest or naturally believe it should come from the military.
No, the Custom, the Immigration Service, they
man the borders.
Exactly. They go to bush. That is why they are even armed too. They are armed too. They go to the borders, they check out smugglers. You understand? So if you can take functions like this, if you are mandated to carry out functions like this, you must be well equipped, armed, and provided with a very strong intelligence network. And even before now, we know that the intelligence network of the Custom has always been very, very strong. And accurate. These are the ones that go around the borders and see how smugglers are bringing
weapons, ammunition, and all sorts.
And even unconsigned products into the country. So I always know that they have very strong information network and intelligence gathering mechanism and systems. So it's not surprising this is coming from the Nigerian Custom, and I think it's worth commending. We always say that once information has been gathered in time, we can always, Nigerian security agents will always be able to repel such situations. And since after getting this information, they have things have been put in place, processes have been arranged to see that this can be repelled. Hopefully so. But it has not yet taken place, but we believe it may either be repelled or even some of those people might be arrested without causing a lot of harm to our communities.
Okay, but let's look at it from this angle now. During the Jonathan's regime,
yes,
we had issues of terrorists bringing their terrorist activities right in the heart of Abuja.
Yes.
We see a situation where the UN bombings, which I said I lost a neighbor at one of the estates in Lokogoma, was affected. He died in that bomb blast. Now we are seeing it a slightly repeat of such, activities here, because this threat is not something one should, sweep under the carpet. What do you think? Do you see any? Do you think there is no political coloration to these things?
Yes, and one of our major problems as Nigerians is particularly when we are approaching election season.
Yes,
we are more likely to assume or give political correlation to whatever activity that is taking place, particularly unfortunate situations or crisis situations. We always tend to give them political coloration. No, I don't believe this particular one has any political coloration. What I see happening is, you see, based on the target they gave, one, they wanted to target Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. Two, they want to attack the Kuje custodial facility. And three, they also want to attack the military detention facility in Wawa, Niger State. So I think it's not politics here. You understand? In fact, politicians wouldn't want this to happen because it is exposing them, it is giving bad aura to them, to the citizen.
But some may argue what you're saying now.
Wait.
Some people may argue that said some of these things allegedly might be an attempt to discredit the government.
It may be so, but then what the terrorists themselves say is that the body language based on the site they wanted to attack shows that their intention was also to release the 10 terrorists and to inflict damage on critical aviation facilities in Nigeria. You see, from time to time, when key terrorists have been in custody, key people that are very, very good, who perform well to the insurgent groups, they always, if they know that they have not been killed so far, the terrorists always make an attempt to free them. This one that is leading the faction now, the Tororo faction, was once a detained person. He was part of the team that escaped from that is this Kuje prison or something? Kuje prison breakup.
Kuje prison. Yeah.
Even though he was one of the inmates.
Yes, even though up to now we have not seen any clear, or heard any clear outcome of that prison break. Or no arrest or what possibly. I'm not seeing any clear.
Nothing has been done. Of course, I remember too. Nothing has been done.
That attack.
But then some of those prisoners that escaped, is one of them is not the one that's leading that particular faction. And that is the same thing they want to repeat today. They want to break in the Kuje Custodial Center. They want to also break the military detention facility, because in that military facility contain a lot of terrorists there. They want to free them out. Just like the leader himself found his freedom after that previous...
he was a beneficiary to such freedom.
Exactly. And now he's leading a complete battalion of terrorists. So I don't think...
I heard some rumors that there are over 1,000 of them scattered all over the bushes. I mean, it's interesting to know that most Nigerians...
The last write-up I saw, I think they were estimated there were 1,500 or something, or thereabout.
And this...
Around that axis alone.
This has most likely caused some panic within the residents of Abuja.
Exactly.
Everybody's feeling somehow unsafe now.
Exactly. They are the ones that are operating between Niger and Kwara State. All these atrocities are being committed between those vicinity, are being perpetrated by these three insurgent groups.
You know, now look at
GNIM.
Yes. Look at this. This conspiracy theory that some of these activities are designed to discredit. Some are of the opinion of different theories, whether true or lie, that, you see, this is an attempt to discredit the government, that the government is not actually doing anything in respect to security. Some are also of that form of that line of argument, and which I don't know, why would somebody want to use the lives of people?
This is baseless.
No, I don't know. Thank you. I don't know why somebody want to use the lives of people.
Exactly.
As a means of making your whatever.
To show the government in bad light.
Yes, or you're making a bold statement. See? And you think killing terrorists, people who practice such things, to be very sincere with you, some of them don't have human feelings.
They don't. Some of them, all of them do not have human feelings.
So why would somebody want to use the lives of human beings to make and gamble or probably drive a particular statement?
I think sometimes,
allegedly in any way.
Sometimes I think if there are people that have this mentality in their head, do you understand? I will say that it is government that gives them the right and privilege that open the doors for people to think as such. Simply because how long did it take our government to be able to release the names of the financiers of the terrorists? They've always had it. They always had those lists with them.
Any major arrests
on them? Wait, and forget about the arrest first. Why will it take them all these years for them to be able to make public the names of terrorist financiers that have had for a long time? Since Buhari's era, we have been hearing that the government has the list of the financiers of terrorism in Nigeria. Since Buhari's time, the present administration was essentially a part of that administration too.
Very strong integral
very strong integral part of that administration. And now, after that administration, you came into power and you still inherited those lists and even advanced them, developed them further from a certain number to a certain number. And Nigerians keep telling you, please let us know who are financing this terrorism so that we know our enemies. They refuse until just recently. Even recently, they were able to do that because of the influence and the pressure being exerted on the government by United States of America. Particularly when U.S. government started saying that the Christians had been put under to genocidal situations.
To raise tensions.
Yeah, exactly. So now that you brought out the list, you haven't even told Nigerians what you intend to do with the people on that list. You and I were discussing 3 or 4 days
ago. No major arrest has been done.
No major arrest has been done. Exactly.
No major prosecution or trials. Such people should be tried even on national TV. We should have it covered live.
Let's begin to arrest them. Although
that's like the likes of Oputa Pan, and we should have a similar arrangement like that where there will be a special court trying them, and excuse me, and we watch them and see their faces. I don't know why it is difficult. I can tell you that
if people
we know the right thing to do in this country.
Exactly.
I don't know why we are not doing it. We know the right thing to do. And again, like I said, we've been hearing all kinds of conspiracy theory about this Boko Haram insurgency, that it is an economic war, that a lot of illegal mining is going on, and that as a result of that, this Boko Haram is one of those, facades.
Brother,
excuse me, sir.
The political is tied to the economic. They are together.
They are interwoven.
There's no anything political.
An economy
has also an economic angle to it. You can't separate the two.
I'm trying to find out why we are here to digest, even though we have not seen anybody coming to deny, the illegal mining and all those conspiracy. We have not seen anybody come to deny it hook, line, and sinker. We've not seen that happen. Then now we are seeing them. Why would people who, quote and unquote, allegedly designed to fight an economic war coming to the city to come and target some government
facilities?
Is that not deviating from? Is that not making Nigerians more confused? What is the agenda? What do they want? What are they fighting for? Is it an economic war or political war? Which one? Then you said, like you rightly said, both are interwoven anyway.
Who are you asking that? You don't even know what they are coming to do. Is it not the terrorists?
Well, I don't understand what you have. Some say okay, it's economic war. Some say political war. But you have made it clear to me now that both of them are interwoven.
They are together. You can't separate the two. You can't separate the two. They always go together.
Hand in hand.
For you to be able to do whatever economy you want to do, steal resources, because it's stealing of resources. It's stealing of resources.
That is the economic war.
Yes. You have to have certain level of control over the government, or to destabilize the government in itself.
Or distract the people. Get them talking.
And mostly all those societies you see displaced are societies that are believed to be having natural resources under their soil. All the communities that have been displaced, there is either gold or other mineral
in large commercial quantity.
Of course not. It has to be a commercial quantity for international bodies or even the domestic government to have interest there. Do you understand what I'm saying?
So why are they not coming out to tell us outright that this is what's going on? Why are they shrouding it under some form of...
Why would they come publicly to tell you what they are doing?
Do you know this?
So if I'm a thief coming to rob you, I will come to tell you that CK, I'll be coming to rob you. because you are a fool. It's never done like that. It's never done like that. You see, the system is made in such a way that for you to be able to abuse, steal resources of a people,
and kill.
You have to kill, send away from their places, divert them, send them out of that place for you to be able to carry out nefarious activities in that place. Ever since this insurgency is taking place, have you ever seen the place where they are extracting gold illegally being bombed either by the terrorists?
We've seen illegal videos that we have.
Such places being bombed?
No.
Or such places being bombed either by the Nigerian military or by the insurgents themselves or by the terrorists? Have you ever seen that?
No.
So
arrest of the miners?
You should understand. You can see that.
Or coming out to even deny the fact that there is no mining going on anywhere.
Sometimes it is the
nobody has even going far. Nobody has come to deny to say this alleged illegal mining is not true, it's malicious, it's an attempt to malign the government, blah 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 blah. Just name the language.
That is it.
We have not seen any, so, and where we always see is bombing of soft targets like communities, taking it, advancing it to soldiers. But like you said, we have not even seen any arrest or bombing going on in those sites.
Never. Not even once. What we see in social media are the sites where those things have been carried out. You see young boys and girls in the bush digging holes, bringing out huge amount.
And they are not kidnapping them.
They are not kidnapping them. They are not kidnapping them. Oftentimes, it is those terrorist and bandit organizations that are being hired to even give them protection. I've seen 1 or 2 videos to that effect in the past. You will see terrorists, bandits covering their nose and their face with guns, and they are just surrounding the people. They are even friendly with those boys that are hacking, digging the soil. They never attack them. The Nigerian Air Force plane has never made a mistake of dropping a bomb to them like they just recently.
At Jili Market.
At Jili Market.
They've not mistakenly dropped the bomb at the mining site.
Or in Kunminbiri. They never made that mistake before. You understand? So the political is closely aligned with the economic. So that is why if some people begin to say that whatever is happening, all those security challenges has to do with, has a political coloration, you cannot say no, because if there is no, we want the government to now come out and say, last week we have given you the list of those who finance terrorism, and from this week onward we are going to be arresting them. I remember, I told you that when I saw the list, I was trying to see whether I can see one very famous or popular figure, either among the Christians that are listed there or among the Muslims. None. I think there was only one, somebody Mamu. That was the only known figure in that list.
Okay, Mr. Brian, before we wrap it up this morning, what do you think, what measures do you think the government should be having?
Yes, there are. Yes,
just give me very briefly, because time is not on our side.
Okay, number 1, enhance security measures. Number 2, increase patrol around critical infrastructure area, particularly those Kuje, custodial facility, and the military detention center in Wawa. Just ensure that these places are well patrolled and protected, and then strengthen surveillance and in place proactive and coordinated measures and preempt mitigate any potential threat to those areas and the entire Abuja environment as a whole.
All right. I just hope that they are listening to us, and with this beautiful idea that you've come up with, they should be implemented. It's nice talking to you today, Mr. Ibrahim Shaibu. Honestly, we have seen that lots are going on, and the politics is becoming more interesting.
Exactly.
Where he's saying statements of "I'm not scared of you, I am scared of you." Visits
I'm not intimidated.
I'm not intimidated. And we have seen statements that have to do with visits of the White.
The UK diplomatic.
Yes, and what it means, the interpretation given to it. We've seen so many issues, even the UTME students, unfortunate incidents there, I must say.
The saddest
and honestly, the saddest of it all. And we have seen
I'm more touched when these things happen to younger people than when it happens to people like us. Because these are young boys and girls that are just beginning to realize their dreams. They have plans, they have dreams, they are just preparing to start following. It pains more when it happens to younger people. than when it happens to people like us.
All right, Mr. Ibrahim, let the discussion continue. All right, that will be all for today here in the PMB Morning Show in the city of Abuja. Thank you so much for following us. You can also go, to our social media handles and then follow us there, like, and then follow us, get to find out more on the conversation for today. It's been a nice time, having you live here on PMB Morning Show. My name is Tichidi Kenneth, and thank you very much, Mr. Ibrahim Shaibu, for being there for us. All right, see you on Monday. Do have a wonderful weekend and enjoy yourself. God bless you, and bye for now.